Consumers clamoring for swine flu vaccine have given pharmaceutical powerhouses one more reason to jump into the once-anemic vaccine business. Until recently, drug makers had devoted much of their resources toward lucrative daily pills for chronic diseases. By the middle of this decade, only a handful were still making vaccines.
Swine flu was, literally the wake-up call saying, hey, listen, you've got a global pandemic, Category 6. Now, Category 6 doesn't mean that it's, Stephen King time, but what it does mean is that this virus is all over the world, and that you're looking at exposure in the United States, which will pretty much probably hit the majority of the U.S. population by the time it's all said and done, of those certainly that aren't vaccinated.
That means millions of doses of vaccines, from swine flu to seasonal flu, have been manufactured, and that translates into huge sales for companies like GlaxoSmithKline, Novartis, and others. But interest and investment started building years before the current pandemic.
I think the government realized that there was a colossal problem in the making, but they really decided to step up when H5N1 started to present itself, and that was really when they actually started writing checks.
Much of the recent investments have targeted faster ways to manufacture the vaccines, with companies looking to move beyond growing viruses in chicken eggs.
Within the vaccine industry, it's roughly 50-year-old manufacturing, and we don't accept that in cars, and the government made a decision, why should we accept it in the most important part of healthcare?
Drug makers aren't just setting their sights on flu vaccine to fill their coffers. Other vaccines are in development to fight frustratingly tough targets like AIDS and Alzheimer's disease, to nicotine and cocaine addiction. Success with any of those would almost certainly be guaranteed to bring in billions of dollars. Mark Hamrick, The Associated Press.